Knowledge is power, and I am on a mission to bring this Range Rover 5-liter V8 Supercharged back to life and on the road again. This car had an engine failure and a cylinder head damage beyond repair, so now I have reached a stage where I'm rebuilding the engine from scratch using parts from 2 Range Rovers. However, my biggest challenge is there are no end-to-end instructions on how to reassemble this 5-liter V8 Supercharged engine. And since this is my first time, the only way to learn is by trying. And if you have missed the previous video, we have already assembled the crankshaft, the pistons and the rest of the engine block. But for now, we need to continue the build and see where we can reach. So I suggest we put the engine back in the reverse order we took it off. So the next thing we took was the oil pump and the fuel pump camshaft. So let's clean all of that and put it back in the engine.
I've been feeling so small, watch the clock ticking off the wall, but tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, no, nothing can break me. Lay my troubles to rest, blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive.
So with the new parts looking beautiful, we have to move on into assembling the oil pan next. However, this oil pan is completely different. In the 3-liter, if you guys remember, or maybe if you don't watch the previous videos, but if you remember, we had to use an actual gasket that we bought, but this time we do not have a gasket and we cannot buy a gasket. We have to make our own gasket, which is completely different. We have to use a silicone gasket maker. Basically, we have to put a gasket all the way and put the oil pan on top of it. But you know what? The oil pan is disgusting and it's dirty. Let's clean it up. We put the oil pan and then I want to talk to you about the cylinder heads in a bit. Let's continue. That was crazy. We needed to complete all of that within 7 minutes or the silicone will dry out. So we were in a rush. I'm sweating so much. Alex was stressed, I was stressed, and we were shouting at each other. Next, next. She was telling me 2 minutes left. And then there was a sequence of torquing the screws and I had to make sure it's all done correctly. And I think at the same time I had to put the rear main seal because the silicone comes out from both sides. So I just had to make sure, first of all, no experience, first time, get it right, no practice runs, and just sort it out. And you know what? We succeed. A long time ago, we used to use dipstick to check the oil, but nowadays, they use sensors. This sensor checks the level of your oil on your dashboard. Not while you're driving, you have to still park and, on level surface and wait for the engine to cool down and whatnot. But that checks the oil. And that goes here, somewhere here. But let's clean it first, refurbish it, and make sure it's absolutely working, because if it doesn't work and you need to replace it, you see, that's the problem with the technology. If you need to replace something like this, you have to drain your oil, or there are some tricks not to drain your oil and replace it. Whereas old-fashioned, we just use a dipstick. Never fails you. I've never ever seen a dipstick that failed me, ever. Have you ever, look, how does it feel? It's just mechanical. You put the dipstick in, you take it out, you measure it. But now you have to turn on the computer and let the computer do its thing. Anyway, let's install it. Why are you not using gloves? Ah! I've done this 1,000 times. Yeah, I know you should be using gloves. But I'm a pro. Well, actually, pros do use gloves, don't they? It's unprofessional. Because I'm not a pro, that's what it is. That's what I meant to say.
You just know we have a first aid kit, so...
Look at the dust over it. You have to use it, I need a reason to use it, otherwise it'll expire. So it's next to it.
Plasters.
I actually just realized it's unsanitary to have it dusty, isn't it?
Put some brake cleaner on it.
That brake cleaner. Let's clean the shop. But you see, we have everything. We've got everything. This within date. It's all good.
Okay.
Let's move on. So we still don't have any update on the cylinder heads, but we should have some news in the morning. It is the end of the day, to be honest with you, and they have closed. So for now, I just want to go home. I want to do something. So let's install the flywheel, and in the morning we'll hear about the cylinder heads. Perfect. Okay, let's go home now, and we'll come in the morning to check on the cylinder heads.
The next day.
It is 10 o'clock in the morning, and we have already received a phone call from the machine shop, and the cylinder heads definitely can be saved, and they're getting machined as we're talking right now. This cylinder head, by the way, I've noticed that a lot of people are doing a special video on how to refurbish the cylinder heads. It's just a special video, not a full lot, because that takes a lot of time, about a week to do the cylinder heads. But we're gonna do it really quick for you guys, because that's the kind of people we are. Like, we're gonna learn and we're gonna do it together. Let's bring the cylinder heads and the tools. So right now, this would be the rarest item in the UK, especially what's going on with Land Rover, Range Rover. If you didn't know, they had a cyber attack and you cannot buy this new from them at the moment. So, second hand, none. This is the only part that is available, and it's extremely rare, so I better not mess it up. And if you wanted to know, it's the one ends with 64AJ. So this is the driver's side, which of course is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. And we do have a spare item. So if we mess it up, this one, we have a spare item. So what I suggest we should do, we should start with this one, see how it goes, practice on it. If we mess it up, we have a spare. Then when we have the experience, we move on into this one. We're gonna clean, refurbish, and replace some stem valve or whatnot. We assemble them, and this is extremely stressful for me while I'm saying it. So, yeah. I could not emphasize how stressful I am, especially with this item. I'm scared to breathe on it because it's that rare. Just to put it in context, so we are on the same level. If this one is damaged, I cannot repair the Range Rover. It's simple as that. There's not much I can do about it, and all of this money and time and effort that we put in is wasted. Now, some of you suggested that I can buy from Jaguar. Now, the Jaguar one's a little bit different, but maybe it could work. It could work. It will not be same as before. It will not be as powerful. It will not be as efficient. It will not be, I mean, possibly more damages down the line, you know, but maybe the Jaguar one can work, maybe, but I'm confident it won't because it's even different numbers. So again, I cannot say this, clarify it enough. This one ends with 64AJ. It's very important, this letter, okay? Something very important. You see how the surface here is nice and shiny? Yes. I cannot put anything on top of it, and I cannot rest the cylinder head on it. So what I'm thinking about doing, What I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking to put this crane on top of this engine block from the L322 and lift it and have it hanging. And while that is hanging, we can use the engine stand over here and have the cylinder heads attached to them. So they are just like hanging in the air. I can clean them, I can refurbish them, I can take my time without worrying how to place the cylinder heads. I'm actually very stressed, so that's why I'm doing a lot of Anyway, let's do some work. Let's do some work and stop talking.
I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light.
Within each cylinder head, inside, there are 16 valves. On top of each valve, because they keep opening and closing, there are seals. They're called stem valve. Those seals need replacing because if you don't replace them, then we'll have issues. So the idea is for me to replace them all, clean the cylinder heads, and then we can move on to the next step. But to do so, we need 3 tools. The first tool, which is the most important tool, is the compressor. This tool, it compresses the valve to allow us to take the stem out, basically. And then we use this tool to take them out and install the new ones. And this one is to grind the top of the valves to make sure it sits flush with the cylinder head. It's crazy how much carbon build up here. Definitely this job is totally worth it, removing the valves. But you know what, just removing the valves alone, without doing anything else, just removing them alone, it took me 4 hours to complete, which is, I know it's a crazy amount of time, but it's totally worth it. And for that alone, if you are enjoying the video so far, make sure to hype the video. The hype button is underneath the video, by the way. I know not all of you can see it. If you can't see it, please hype it. What it does is basically tell YouTube that you are enjoying the video and more people like yourself should watch this video. If you don't have the hype button, like would just do absolutely fine. But for next, we have to, what do we have to do next, Alex?
I think we said we're going to wash the cylinder heads.
Yes, we're going to have to wash them, clean them, refurbish them. Oh, and by the way, because I'm going to be using more tools, I always get asked, where do you get this tool from? Where do you get this tool from? Most of my tools are from Amazon. I'll put the link for Amazon store in the description, by the way. We will make pennies, but trust me, pennies. Like for every 1,000 click, or maybe 1,000 times someone buys something, it's like a, I don't know, really like less than a pound. I've never made money from them yet, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, let's carry on with the job. I'm getting very tired, Alex, you know? Yeah. I'm getting very tired. It's been a long day, but let's carry on. that is two beautiful ready cylinder heads. However, the valves are still not ready. So next, I think we need to clean the valves. I'm not too sure how exactly. I may wire brush them. I'm not sure if I should be. Actually, maybe we should search that. We'll search that and we'll see if we can wire brush the valves. And if yes, then we'll wire brush them and we'll put them in. We have to grind them, apparently. We have to seat them in to make sure that the seat where it's supposed to sit is actually matching the valve. You can see my face and my voice is a bit tiring. Yes, I have been doing this for another 4 hours. So that's an 8-hour shift and we still haven't installed the cylinder head. Let's continue. Okay guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Since I said let's clean the valves, we went back home because it was very late. So in the morning we came and I start grinding the valves and teach myself on how to use this device and actually what it does. I knew it does something, but I didn't know what it does till I seen it in my own eyes. It makes this bit here, well, the valve sits very shiny. But the problem that is my hands hurt from the amount of times that I had to do this motion, and it takes a long time. There isn't a specific time that you do this for, but I think maybe I was doing it 10 minutes for each one of them. I'm actually have a headache from the amount of times I had to do. But I'm not upset about it because look at the results that we're getting. It's amazing, it's so beautiful. The difference between this is the after, and this is the before. So yes, we only completed one cylinder head, well, almost one cylinder head, and the second one we haven't. So again, it's the end of the day, and it feels like I have done nothing, but I learned a lot. And because of that, I won't be able to complete the video by installing the cylinder heads. I really wanted to install cylinder heads in this video. But I remember you guys said you would rather seeing me uploading every single weekend rather than focusing on a job and making sure the job is completed every video. So with that in mind guys, I thank you very much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button, hype the video like we discussed, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.